What's up, guys? It's the EBB podcast, the Endless Boss Battle podcast. We got Scuba here and Snorlaxicus, as always.
Hell yeah.
This week, we wanted to talk about Devilman Crybaby. It is favorite anime from last year.
Won the Anime of the Year award.
From both of us.
Both
So
of
it's
us.
double great. Um, I will probably label this as nothing but spoilers. I don't think this is I think this is more of our thoughts on the show rather than this is why you should watch Devilman Crybaby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at this point it's sort of something that we've wanted to do for a while. So um, if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out and, come back here and, we'll talk to you about it or whatever. But, yeah, we're about to dive into one of the craziest shows I've ever seen.
Oh, for sure, man.
So, Devilman Crybaby is made by Aniplex. Let me see what else they made. They are well, they're not like the main dudes of really anything. So dynamic planning. I guess they were a part of the original Devilman series.
So,
Mazinger Z.
yeah, so if anyone can remake a Devilman, it's gonna be this company.
Yeah. So it's a series that goes as far back as what, like I guess in anime form, like the 80s or the 70s. The original Devilman was 1972.
Damn.
So Netflix picked this show up and they did um, their own version of, I guess the gist of the series. But yeah, it's the first I've ever seen besides the Devilman Cyborg mashup that they did on Netflix as well, which was like kind of weird.
It was like that was a solid 5 out of 10 to me.
Yeah, definitely. I think I gave it a 5. Um, so Devilman Crybaby was 10 episodes of absolute insanity. And just a little bit of backstory on the deal with this was one night I was hanging out with my friends, and our friend Langdon just kept telling. Well, my friend Jeremy, Langdon, and me were hanging out, and my friend Langdon was telling me throughout the whole course of the night, like, "Hey, man, we need to watch that Devil Man." And I just kept hearing him say "Devil Man," and I was like, "This that sounds stupid as fuck, dude." Like, I didn't tell him that, but I was like, "Man, that sounds mega lame."
And that
And
was that was around when you were just getting into anime too, right?
right, so he was like, "We need to watch this anime. It's called Devilman." And I was like, "Yo, I am gonna have to skip out on that one, dude." And like throughout the course of the night, like he kept bringing it up and also bringing up Berserk with it. He was like, "I'm pretty sure it's like, kind of Berserkish." Like I kept getting vibes from it, and I just kept going, "Wait, what are you talking about?" And he's like, "That Devil Man." And I was like, "Dude, what the fuck is with this Devil Man?" And he was like, "Yeah, it was just posted on Netflix like right now." So like I checked it out yesterday, and it's pretty good. I'm actually down to watch it again if you guys want to watch it. So at like 8 in the morning, after hanging out with these dudes all night, he finally convinced us. And we watched all 10 episodes. And at the first episode, where I think at the end of it, Rio takes Akira to the party and he turns into Devilman in the first episode. And I remember that party scene where Rio's just running around stabbing people
With a broken bottle,
with a
dude.
broken bottle, and I was like, what the fuck is this show? And there were like people like having sex and like just a whole bunch of just sensory overload. And I was like,
Yeah.
what is this show, man? And like I remember I watched it and told Snorlaxicus about it for like at least a couple weeks, and I want to say a month, really, because I watched I watched Darling in the Franxx before I got you to watch it, I think, or no?
I don't entirely remember, but
Yeah, but I remember I was telling Snorlaxicus about it, and every time I said it, he was like, "Yeah, man, I keep hearing that the soundtrack sounds pretty cool," and I was like, "No, man, you don't understand. Like, this show is crazy, like crazy good, like a 10 out of 10 masterpiece, hands down." And he was like, "Yeah, yeah, I'll watch it," and then never ended up watching it until like a month later, a couple weeks later, and he was like, "Dude, I watched Devilman. That shit was insane."
yeah, dude.
And yeah, so that was our intro into it. Um, One of the first things I do want to talk about with Devilman is the animation,
Yeah.
and it's something that a lot of people have issues with and call it bad animation or like bad art style. And I don't know. I personally thought it was very good.
Yeah. My opinion on the art style was I thought it was good. Um I thought it was very unique, and I feel like people don't like when things are different. So it was definitely different.
Yeah,
And
it kind of had like a 2D sort of watercolory look.
yeah.
And I just think that when people say that that is bad animation or a bad art style, I think that they're not giving enough credit to taking unique steps and being different than anything else that they watch.
Yeah, some of these people are giving their opinions without ever watching My Sister, My Rider, and it really shows.
Yeah, exactly. Like there are some shots that were a little bit awkward looking, but but yeah, I mean I think it was definitely an intentional thing. It's like saying Mob Psycho has an ugly art style, but they specifically make everything look fairly normal so that when they do show crazy shit, they're able to do it easier.
Yeah, and the thing with Devilman that I always see is people always point out like the gifs of him like running, of like
Yeah,
Akira running, and they always get like one screenshot from that, and they're like, look at how bad this animation is, look at how bad this is drawn. But really, that style of animation, when you play it all in the sequence of actually running, it actually looks super fluid, even though it's like frame by frame not that good. It added to like the fluidity of like the actual animations of like running and then like flying around and like the fighting and everything. Like, yeah, there's a lot of disproportion in some areas, and there is the scene where Rio's like standing on the dock with his hand out, and he just has like the tiniest head and biggest body ever.
yeah, when he's in the car
Yeah, but
and it's like angled from his hand on the ship.
yeah, but yeah, it's like there's definitely like some mistakes that make it look like not as good, but like overall the animation in my opinion was pretty good.
Yeah, it just irritates me because there were some friends in my group of friends where I tried to get them to watch the show, and they were like, "No, man, this art style, not even I can't even deal with it," and they just dropped the show.
Yeah, dude.
over that.
I hate people that like don't give a show a chance just because one aspect of it they don't like. Because there's
Yeah,
so many different reasons why you can like a show, right? Like, you can love the soundtrack, or, like, love the pacing, or love the characters. The story doesn't have to be good. The art doesn't have to be good. I mean, if it's good and you like it because it has insanely good art and, like, a really big budget, then, like, that's good. That's cool. Like, that's a good reason to like an anime. But, like, I just hate the people that are, like, especially like the dudes that get super racist with watching dubbed only, and their reasoning is like, I don't watch subbed because I don't want to hear chingy chingy chong chong whenever I'm watching shit. And I'm just like, dude.
yeah. We actually have someone at our job that was that kind of person, and we were like, all right.
Yeah, man. Like, it's just such, like, they're just such dumb reasons to not watch a show. And I feel like when you go into a show that is criticized for its art like this, to just say I'm not gonna watch it isn't giving the story a chance whatsoever. And I don't know. I think it's kind of whack that people do that, and it's a disservice to great anime like Devilman.
Yeah, I just feel like I will never. I appreciate when I see something new like that because I always want to run into something different. The people that try new things are always going to catch my attention no matter what.
Yeah,
Like you can have the most bland art style imaginable and as if the story is good, then I'm there. Like I don't know. I just that just frustrates me that they would completely abandon the series because of something like that.
yeah,
Um, another like main issue that I wanted to talk about that people had with it were how like absurd moments were in the show, and like okay, this is a show about what how humanity would react if demons existed. And demons are nothing are they're not going to be anything like humans. So this exaggerated personality, exaggerated sexual drive that they have is something you can't look at as, oh, they relied so much on this to be good. No, I think that the focus on them not being anything like us is the first time I see something like that in this anime community where everything is so driven on demons. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I loved how weird they were. I thought that immersed me into holy shit. There might actually be a reason to be freaked out by these things.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, demons in anime, that it's not new at all. Like, demons show up in damn near every anime that ain't a slice of life, and then sometimes in slice of life animes, you got demons showing up too. Like,
Yeah,
it is not a new concept to mess with. However, what Devilman does so well, like you said, is it shows how we would react in situations where demons like arise, and also shows the behavior of those demons, and like how they act in contrast to humanity, which isn't normally shown, in my opinion, in most shows with demons.
yeah.
And
Which is
especially,
weird.
oh, go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. I was just saying it was weird.
Oh yeah, yeah, and especially when the thing that the show does so good is that Akira, after the first episode, when he awakens as Devil Man and he's part demon, part human, the thing the show does so well is it shows Akira constantly going through a struggle between like his carnal instincts of being a demon and his humanity like conflicting with each other every single episode.
Yeah.
And
he is he's a decent dude.
yeah.
Like the day one Akira that we see is so far from what we see when he's a devil man. But he they perfectly blended the fact that this dude really went around claiming he was devil man.
Yeah.
Like he really had he was watching the pornography in the school. That is not something that day one Akira would do.
Yeah, dude.
But he was also a decent dude and didn't want to see anybody die.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see the protagonist in that kind of a light where usually they just play it very safe with the hero. And the fact that this is a concept from something in 1970s, like,
And
shit.
the one thing that I questioned from this show more than anything was who the bad guy was. Because you can't really say the demons in this show were the bad guys when the humans reacted way worse than the demons.
Yeah. And that's another thing is the panic in humans was something. So let's go ahead and say this now. Horror and anime is not it's not the greatest genre for anime as far as actually terrifying you. There's a lot there with the art style of anime. It's very hard to resonate with you and actually scare the shit out of you. But Devilman put this idea in your mind of what would we do if even anything that we are not used to just shows up and is a factual thing. Demons show up, we see a live devil person on television, and there's no way we wouldn't act exactly the way that they did in that show.
Yeah, and the thing that kills me is there's so many parallels with humanity in that show and how they would react with like anything else. Like I was talking to you at work about like if aliens invaded, that'd be the same thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like other ideas, like say an illness pops up, like a disease that has no cure and it's just spreading like wildfire. That's how people are gonna react too. They're gonna be like, "Oh, do you have this disease? Well, if you have this disease, I'm gonna kill you, so I don't get it."
Even if we're friends, like
Yeah,
the fact that the strongest bonds imaginable can be broken, an entire society of people that are cool with walking past each other every day, like just immediately turn on each other because of how that could affect them and how that could potentially be unsafe for them.
yeah,
It's just crazy, dude.
yeah,
Like the fact
man.
that any day, pop, something happens, aliens are here, and then we just start not believing each other being humans. And that
Yeah,
was what was so crazy in Devilman was that these were just it was some super scroll invasion shit where they were like, yo, I know you're just a regular dude right now, but so was that guy on television. Like,
yeah,
I don't know at any point you can just be a demon and there's no way for me to find out.
yeah. And it was so crazy. Like you were saying the other day, the dude on TV in that episode in Devilman that ended up becoming a demon. That dude was just like a famous athlete.
Yeah.
Like you said it the other day, it would be like if Tom Brady won the Super Bowl and turned into a fucking demon and started killing people.
And we were like, yo, Tom Brady's been a demon the whole time?
Yeah, dude.
like, no fucking way. Yeah, that is the most interesting thing about Devilman to me because the dynamic of all of these characters you're following, and this is all happening within 10 episodes, dude.
Yeah.
Like You know how many shows struggle to do any kind of character development in like 24 plus episodes? I just got done watching a certain magical index, and there wasn't anything in that. And 10 episodes, 10 episodes of Devilman just blew my mind with character development. And I just can't. I'm blown away that they were able to do that.
I will say, when a show gets to episode 9 out of 10, and I'm sitting there like, how in the fuck is this gonna get wrapped up in one more episode? And then they do it perfectly like they did in Devilman. Dude, like, that's a good show. Like, in order to pack...
In an unpredictable way as well.
Yeah, like, it just... I didn't expect the ending at all, man.
The thing that's so crazy is you are constantly not sure what's going to happen next. In the first episode, our main character, this good guy dude that we've been following for not even 20 minutes, just gets taken to this place and immediately turned into a demon. Rio, like you posted that meme earlier, but it's true. Like Rio just showed up, started shooting this gun at Nikki and the rapping guys, and just took Akira and left. It was like, hey man, look, here's the deal. Like, there's demons, man, and we gotta take care of them. And Akira was like, yeah, man, okay, whatever. Like, I'm with you. And then he got caught up, man.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, you're my childhood friend, so I'll believe you. And the story that he gave him was so like, I believed it at the beginning. How he was like, oh, I was overseas with a researcher, and he discovered this thing, and then turned into a demon and tried to attack me. And then he was like, I've been trying to research how to awaken devilmen so that they can fight off these demons. And I was just like, yo, this sounds dope. I was like, this is gonna be this is gonna be one of the first villain of the week style shows that I ever like. And it was villain of the week for about 2 episodes. And then my whole fucking world got turned upside down.
Just everything that happened had so much meaning.
Yeah.
And there were so many subtleties that rewatching it actually has some value as well. Like in I think the first scene, there's the teacher that just frog licks a fly out of the sky.
Yeah.
And like he was a devil the whole time.
Yeah, and it's crazy because that dude was like a devil. He was a demon the whole time and didn't hurt anybody. And then at the very end, when Akira is like summoning an army of devilmen to fight against Rio, that dude stands up out of the chair and turns into a devil man. I was like, damn, dude.
Yeah, so many things that you could watch the first time and not catch, and
And
yeah, it was incredible.
And then what was there was the other one where Rio's in his hotel room and the room number was 666.
Yeah, and he had like the Bible on that like desk.
Yeah.
I think it was just randomly reciting Bible verses, and then when he gets into that argument with what the fuck is this dude on about? And like he was yeah, he was doing some weird shit the whole show, and I just couldn't figure out what exactly was going on with him. And that end was yeah.
Yeah. For like, sure. And
insane.
Yeah, there's some things I want to talk about here in a bit. Probably I'll let you get a little bit more into some of the perks or positive sides of Devilman, but there's definitely some stuff I want to talk about here in a bit about like the like moral implications of the show.
Okay.
But I'll save that toward the end.
What did you think about characters, because Rio was my personal favorite, and of course because he's the Griffith style dude.
Yeah.
But I also really loved Miki, um, and
Yeah.
the beatbox rapper dude. The rapper dudes in general were such a great touch.
Yeah, dude, they were. I really liked those dudes. They were really cool. I really liked Akira and Miko, the other Miki.
Oh yeah, the
Shot.
way she went down was weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I just liked her because she was like she became a really cool character, and then they had that moment where they like bonded while the fucking apocalypse was happening in her room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was like, "I love you" to Miki or something like that, and Miki
Yeah.
was like, "Okay."
It was like
It was
she
like that Ichigo thing where Ichigo's friend in Darling in the Franxx was like, "Hey, I think that I'm in love with you,"
Yeah, it
and
was Goro.
Ichigo was like, okay, I'm not really about that gay shit, but okay."
Oh
But yeah,
man.
it was good. I thought that scene was really well made.
Yeah. That whole man. Oh my god, let me just talk about that scene real quick when all of that shit goes wrong and everyone starts dying. And
Yeah,
there's the scene where Miki's running away in slow motion, and I'm like, oh shit, Akira's about to come fuck people up, dog.
yeah, because they switched over to him like on his way, and he was like, "Nah, no worries, I'm almost there." And we
Yeah.
were just like, "Yeah, I mean, like that's just what's gonna happen. There's no anime I've ever seen where this has not happened."
Yeah, and then the main female protagonist just dies. She gets fucking stabbed in the back. And
Yeah, the
fucking.
car. She's running, and a car rolls up, and all of her the rap group homies just fall out of it dead. And this dude chases her down and slices her back all the way down.
Yeah, dude.
And she's
Oh.
toast.
I was like, I wasn't disappointed. I was just like, oh shit, man. I wanted Akira to hurry up and get there.
Yeah.
I was like, not what I was expecting at all. This show really threw curveballs left and right.
Yeah, also with everybody dying, it's like it's cool because I'm the type of person that any single time I watch a show, my favorite part is just grabbing a character from the beginning and holding on until the end. That's the case with um, that's the case with Berserk. That's the case with uh, Mob Psycho. That's the case with anything I watch. I'm grabbing a dude from the beginning and I'm sticking with him. Kurapika and Hunter x Hunter, or maybe not the first episode, but around the beginning. Like, yeah, that's just my thing. So to grab Rio in the very beginning, I was like, this is my dude. This is my character. And then see that no matter who you grab, no matter who you like in the show, nobody wins in the end.
Yeah, dude.
It's just everyone takes an L, everyone dies, God wiped out the entire planet.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking. Man.
He reset everything. And isn't it like, weren't you were telling me about the other renditions because they have multiple like, I don't know if it's adaptations or like what,
Oh,
where
yeah.
like they'll reset and something will be different.
Yeah, it's like, It's like, They are. Okay, so. Let me just, Let me just wrap this all up here real quick. So,
Okay.
just so people who, if you haven't watched it yet, you shouldn't be here. But just to wrap it up, Akira's a devil man. You find out Ryo is like Satan, pretty much.
Yeah.
Satan Ryo goes around wiping out all of humanity with all of these demons. They find the last little edge of civilization holed up in this tower. They kill all of them. Akira gets all of the devil men that have like sworn allegiance to him and for humanity to get together. They have a big fight with Ryo, and at the end, Akira just gets folded by Ryo, and Ryo's the only person alive on the entire planet as the planet is like blowing up. Like they're fighting on like crumbling continents. Like that shit is so insane. And he's like literally the only one left at the end of it. And that's where in the manga and in the other spin-offs it segues off, where in the first episode, right at the beginning, it shows like the earth and everything like forming and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's happening there is at the end of Devilman, God recognized that Ryo, and this wasn't at the end of Devilman Crybaby, this happened, Devilman Crybaby, in terms of time, is just the retelling of the same thing that has happened for thousands of years. Pretty much, Ryo is stuck in a time lock, like in a time loop. So, God, in the show, God has put him into a time loop so that he constantly is reborn without any memories, becomes friends with Akira, learns to love Akira, destroys humanity, kills Akira, is really sad, and then has to relive it over and over again for the rest of eternity. So, when you get into that, and then you get into characters like Psycho Jenny that can travel through time streams and shit, and all of that stuff, then you come to the spin-offs, which is like Devilman Lady, where Akira's a girl, and there's like a whole bunch of like backstory as to why Akira is pretty much a girl in that series. You have like the other Devilman spin-offs. Pretty much it's like the same thing happens, but it's told from different perspectives, or the characters have to find out some sort of way to break the time loop. I haven't watched read super far into it, but I'm pretty sure there's a point where Akira and Ryo both team up to fight God.
What?
Yeah. And I think they both get toasted, but
yeah, of course. That's still a cool concept, though.
Yeah. So, I kind of want to lead that into what I was saying earlier about who the good guy is or not, because literally in the show, demons existed before humans. They were the first inhabitants of Earth. They were just chilling there. Then God made humans, and demons started killing humans, and God got pissed at the demons and fucking said, "Fuck all you guys." I think he put them like underground, right? Like he like buried them. I think that was the backstory. But
I don't know.
it was something like that. But he was like, "Y'all are going underground for thousands of years, and the humans are gonna live." And then the demons were like, "No, this is fucked up. We shouldn't be the ones that are getting punished here. Like, we're just trying to live." And pretty much the whole thing, in my opinion, gets set up, and in the end, the only bad guy in this entire show for me was God.
What? God?
Yeah, because he creates demons, says, "Oh shit, I fucked up," buries them underground even though they have free will, makes humans, babies humans, and lets them live for thousands and thousands of years. Then when demons are like, "No, this is fucked up. Why did you make us if you were just gonna bury us underground?" They rise up, and then God says, "Okay, well, since Satan is with you, and this guy led everything. I'm gonna put you in a time loop so you always experience grief for the next thousands and thousands of years.
I guess in perspective, that is a strange string of events.
Yeah, dude, I'm just like, whoa. Like, it's one of those shows where it's like, at first you're like, fuck the demons. And then you're like, fuck the humans. And then you're like, actually, no, fuck God in this show, dude, because he fucked everybody over. And everything that happens in the time loop to humanity and everything that happened with the demons and them getting buried under that is all his fault. And he's
I guess maybe that's what is going on when they team up then. Is that they're like, hey man, like we're both suffering here if you really think about it, and I think we should squad up and just fight God.
On God, my man.
God's the ultimate villain. I'm gonna add him to my anime list favorite characters.
He's probably on the manga characters for the Devilman manga, so you can totally do that.
I want to know what he looks like.
I think he actually they actually have like an image of him, and he looks like a fucking like Spartan type dude.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Wow. So your favorite character would be Miko?
Yeah, I'd probably say my favorite character is probably Miko. I went ahead and posted that picture of Rio and God.
I see. Yeah, he looks like Zeus.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Not like a Spartan type character. He looks like Zeus. But, yeah, man. Like, I'd say Miko. Yeah, Miko's probably my favorite character in the show. Just because of her, like, progression of being, like, the shy girl that watered flowers at first, and then becoming, like, she just didn't give a fuck anymore.
I also really liked the arc, or not exactly an arc, but the story development between her and the other guy, Cocoon, whatever.
Yeah,
the dreads dude.
The fucking
kind of dreads.
The Tom Brady dude.
Yeah. So he was one of the rap artists, and he like had that poetic thing where he was telling her that he loved her and cared about her.
Oh,
she like wasn't the best.
Yeah, I know who you'd. Never mind. I completely forgot about who you were talking about. Yeah, because I thought that the athletic dude was that dude the first time I watched it.
Oh, yeah. Now this dude he kind of had the storyline that Akira did. He just had a different set about it. He was the dude that turned into the big ass, like, what was it at the sports thing?
Yeah, it was like a bull.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. But yeah, he was the dude running on rooftops with Miko, I think.
Yeah, the athletic guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rapper dude that you're talking about. I thought that him and the athletic guy were the same dude for the longest time.
Okay, wait. So the athletic dude that runs on the rooftops with her is not the dude from the rap group.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not, because I think she kills him when she becomes a devil man, and then keeps his glasses because she regrets killing him. That's why she always has his glasses.
Oh, I see now.
I think that's how it went, but I'm not entirely sure.
You know what? Another thing that's wild is the idea of everyone in the rap group where they ended up going.
Yeah.
Because the guy that I really liked was the worst dude.
Yeah, dude.
The dude that at the very end of the series, at the end of the like last episode or the 9th episode, he's like with the group of raging humans that are just causing chaos and rioting. and like
Yeah.
putting they fucking killed the cat and shit, which the cat was a demon the whole time.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
I noticed that when I watched it the second time. I don't know why I didn't catch it the first time, but seeing that the cat really was a demon, I was like, you really can't trust anybody. My fucking frog. The slugs outside, the flying around, like that's a demon.
Yeah, dude. I like how
It's like
like there were little subtle hints that the cat was a demon, like in backgrounds of scenes, and then you've seen like the dudes come through the back door and the cat just be like "Meow," and fucking
oh
lift up its tail and do like the Men in Black flashlight thing.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, yeah. It was
But
crazy. Cat was my
what is
favorite character.
number one? Yeah, I just thought that was so wild that in a way all of the humans were right.
Yeah.
Like you really cannot trust anybody. But I mean, like at the same time, like the the demons weren't the worst people out there, like by any means. Um, Psycho Jenny was very cool. I think the idea of her remembering everything every time the world resets, like she is kind of like neutral
Yeah.
ish. Like she's probably the most pissed off.
Yeah, dude. Because it's like she has to relive this entire thing over and over and over again because of God, and she's the only one that remembers it. I would be super pissed.
Yeah.
And no matter what she does, she can't stop it because like even if she speaks up and says, "Hey, this is what's going to happen," Rio just ends up doing it anyway. So
Yeah.
I like how she was his secretary and I had no idea like
Yeah,
watching
the
it at all.
when Akira was like, why is your secretary so sexy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She just ends up being a floating head with like baby limbs later
yeah,
on.
yeah. Like, oh, okay, that's an interesting switch up, but I got you, I got you.
Yeah, man. Wild.
Yeah, I think as far as like all of the really dope and interesting things in the series, that's what I got. If you want to segue into what you were wanting to say.
Oh, about the whole moral thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I covered that a second ago talking about how I
Oh,
thought
you okay?
God was
All
the
right.
villain in this show. I do want to say there are some scenes in this show where I was like, yo, they really have to do that though? Like uh when Akira finds his parents are merged with a demon. I was
Yeah,
like, this dude hasn't seen his parents in years. Are they really gonna have him have to kill his parents because they're part of a demon now?
and that happened early.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, I forgot all about that. The thing when I think about the emotional moments in the show, for some reason that never shows up, and I always just think about the scene with Miki's dad
Oh, yeah, dude. That scene is
and the kid.
super pivotal. Yeah.
Because the little kid had this whole thing where like the whole show he was like, I really want to be a demon, that shit would be cool, because of kids and kid shit. And of course they're like, yeah, fuck yeah, demons, hell yeah. I don't want to think about the repercussions of doing something like that. So they had that crazy ass scene where the kid like ate their dog or something.
Yeah, when he turned into a demon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the mom just drove off with the kid knowing he was a demon. The kid folded the mom, and then the dad showed up, Mr. Christian regular white dude, and shows up and like has this super emotional like moment where he calls him and finds the phone and finds the kid eating mom and had to kill him. And man,
there's like 40 seconds of that scene where the dude is just like crying, then aiming his gun, then turning away, then crying and aiming it, where he can't decide if he wants to kill his son or not.
yeah.
And that shit fucked me up, dude. I straight up almost cried.
Yeah,
I was
dude,
like,
that was
damn.
like, that was his family. Like watching that with my friends, watching this show with my friends was a fucking trip and a half, because I didn't know. I knew how I wanted to feel, and I knew how and I like couldn't. So I was just trying to act like a badass the whole time while I was like covering my fucking face.
The dude,
And,
he's like sitting there aiming the gun at him, and he's like, "Oh, I can't do it," and you're just like, "Man, just fucking shoot him, pussy."
shoot him,
And then,
little bitch.
and then inside, you're just like, "Ah."
I would never want to be in this situation. Yeah, definitely what I was doing. I was acting way too hard, and I was going through the emotions. But I could tell that my friends were too. We just weren't open enough to be that way. So whatever, it's whatever. But yeah, very, very intense emotional moments, like Miki finding out that her parents aren't around anymore.
Yeah.
Insane. The whole entire world begins to crumble in like 3 episodes.
Did the dad kill himself?
No, he got shot by
Yeah.
like the cops.
Yeah, dude.
Because at a certain point, dudes were just murdering people for no reason. I guess not necessarily no reason, kind of.
It was just crazy how they had that scene where they were like, Rio was like, "We've gathered the world leaders together to talk about the situation of demons," and then they all get on TV and they're like, "Yeah, bro, we're actually demons too." And you're like, "What?"
Yeah, dude. Rio just kept plot twisting the entire world.
Yeah, dude.
He was like, actually, you know what? Demons aren't even real, dude. And then later he was just like, yeah, you know what? Actually, Akita, yeah, that dude's a fucking dick. He really fucked up everybody. So like, yeah, you should just go after him. Also, watch out, cause just kidding, demons are real.
And oh yeah,
Go after me.
he's like, "Oh yeah." Also, all the demon leaders of the world have launched all of their nuclear weapons at everyone else.
Yeah, wild shit. I just loved seeing Rio's reaction throughout the entire series and how that dude was trying to adapt to things as they happened.
Wasn't his whole thing that he wanted to turn Akira into a demon and kill all of humans so that they could live happily as like demon men?
Yeah, some like weird convoluted situation like that like wasn't exactly going the way he had planned, because Aki he just wanted to wipe out human ish, and then it ended up that Akito was trying to be like the Devilman hero and do this whole thing with hey, we can coexist as Devilmen. And everyone just kept going, I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm gonna shoot you now. And then they had that one like really interesting pivotal moment where, which I thought was the most awkward moment, but I get it, where like they were throwing rocks at him, and he was like, "No, I love you guys. I'm Devilman." And then they just started hugging him.
Yeah.
And there was a whole scene where they were like, "I forgive you, Devilman."
People have drawn really, really, really big and good similarities to Akira and like Jesus.
Oh wow.
So like there are like pictures and scriptures in the Bible of like Jesus taking on like hundreds of children. Like there's like the picture of Jesus like hugging the line of children, and it like exactly lines up with Akira as Devilman like hugging the kids.
Dude, that is insane.
Yeah. So
I never thought about
if
that.
you want another theory to wrap your head around, look into that one.
Among the millions in this 10-episode show.
Yeah, dude.
It's a snack.
Yeah.
It's a snack, and it's one of the greatest bits of anime I have ever seen.
And there's just so many spin-offs and original shows and adaptations that are all canon except for Cyborg 009.
Yeah. So if you are interested enough after watching that, which I still need to do. I haven't seen anything else or read anything else. But yeah, there's so much source material that you can jump into. And like I remember vaguely seeing stuff about Devilman when I was a kid, but never looking into it because I thought it was just like you said, like villain of the week. He's just Devilman fighting other monsters. But
Yeah.
it's not like that. It's so deep, dude.
Yeah, and I never knew this, but it was released in 2007. There's a 3-chapter manga which is an entire full-color prequel to Devilman, which tells the origins of Amon, Serene, Satan, and the demon race.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude.
Amon. Remember they kept saying, "Hey, you're Amon," and he's like, "I don't know who that is."
Yeah.
I don't know who Amon is. I'm Devilman.
Like all the demons
I don't know what that is.
They were like, "You're Amon, the king of demons." He's like, "No, I'm Devilman."
Like, I don't know what that means. That was my favorite thing through the whole show. Like my friends and I just kept laughing hysterically when he would be like, they're like, "Nah, man, you're a fucking demon." Nah, I'm Devilman. Different. And they're like, "No, that doesn't make any sense. You're a devil, and I'm gonna kill you." Like, no, that's not it. Like he was getting the army together. Like, "Nah, man, you can make it as a Devilman." And they're like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't really know about that. I don't know what that means or anything. So, like, I'm just gonna go over here. What was the scene? I have it vaguely in my head, but like, Devilman went to rescue a dude, and if I remember, it was like a spider dude, like a spider Devilman.
Something like it.
But
Oh yeah.
he was trying to recruit the squad, and he already had Miko and the other guy on the rooftop, and he was trying to get the dudes together, and I think it just was a complete failure. Like the army took this devil down.
Yeah, because
save it, and he failed.
He was talking to the spider dude, and he was like, "Come with me. We're Devilmen. We're gonna fight against everything." And then the spider's like, "What? I'm not coming with you." And then the army's just like, "Fire your missiles!" And they just
Kill that dude.
blew him up. And you're like, "Oh no!"
Akio was like, yep, too late."
There's also the scene in the graveyard where he's fighting the 3 demons, and he's like, "Hey, you guys ever like want to not kill people and like be Devilmen?" And like 2 of the demons were like, "Yeah," and then like the big boss demon was like, "Fuck no," and then they ended up fighting like the big boss dude.
Yeah, he's constantly trying to recruit people in his squad while fighting.
Yeah,
he's like, I don't want to fight you. Listen to me real quick. I'm Devilman," and they're like punching him in the face.
And it was crazy because imagine how many demons before like the live incident that happened with the bull. Imagine how many demons Akira killed, and how many of those dudes were probably Devilmen that he didn't even know were actual, like, men.
Yeah. And he was just like, "Yo, this world's crazy. I gotta dust these dudes, though."
Yeah. That's probably why, in the end, he wanted to recruit people, because he was trying to atone for killing, like, people who were struggling with being demons and dudes.
Yeah. I am glad though that it's sort of like with this show, because it I will admit it is not for everyone, but I'm glad that in the reviews it's like people either give it like a 1 or a 10. Like,
Yeah.
there's nobody that thinks of this show as like a 5.
Yeah,
Like we
no. Yeah, dude, no one's like, yeah, that was average. You know, like, no one's like, yeah, I've seen better. I watch Index after all.
I did watch a certain Magical Index, and that show has got a lot going on.
That's a 10 out of
No.
10 masterpiece right there. This
How
Devilman stuff, poorly animated, bad dub
Yeah.
voice acting, fucking mediocre music, and bad storyboard. That's a 5.
I would give it a 5 out of 10, but Index, I want to just note real quick in this review for Devilman Crybaby, a definite 10.
Damn, man. It's gonna suck when Railgun is fire as fuck and we're just sitting here shitting on Index.
That's true. Man. There's this one guy that has, just checking out the reviews right now, there's one guy that did give it a 6, but the first sentence is, warning, big boy words are used in this review, so if you can't handle mature language, go watch Clannad or something.
Damn.
What the fuck, man?
Hey man, don't fuck with Clannad. That shit gets real as fuck too.
Just weird that was his intro.
He
Hey,
said go.
I'm about to say bad words. So, assuming that you watch Devilman, and already have more than me saying damn it, have seen more than me just saying damn it, watch out.
I love this review that says this show is a love letter to Devilman covered in blood and semen and delivered wrapped around a brick through someone's skull.
Damn.
And it was a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Trying to find some good ones. But yeah, that's I don't think I've got a whole lot left to say about it.
Nah, me either. I could talk about Devilman for days and the theories surrounding each character and their importance in the story, but nah, I ain't got nothing of significance. Now that I know that there were ties to Akira being Jesus and Rio being Satan and God like actually existing as a character, I really want to go and look through like all of the other characters and try to find out like who they resemble through like Bible stories.
Yeah, dude. Cause I bet there really is some stuff going on there.
Yeah, like the
Like
rap. I bet you the rapper dudes are like 3 wise men or some shit.
yeah, yeah. Like I bet there's no way that with all these similarities that every character is just like thrown in there for no reason. Because there are some like decisions that were made that I was like, man, I bet there's something else going. I bet there's something going on here, like Psycho Jenny. Like we don't know in Devilman Crybaby stuff going on with her. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot in the universe, and I appreciate it. And Devilman's good. And if you watched it, let us know what anything you appreciated that we might not have talked about, and we'll talk with you about it. And if you haven't watched it and you watched it, what are you doing? What are you doing here?
What'd you watch this podcast for?
We already told you in the beginning not to watch it, eh?
You done ruined the surprise.
Now you know everything about Devilman, and for some reason you didn't want to watch 10 episodes on Netflix. Baby, are you like Snorlaxicus, and you like to know every single thing you're about to watch before you watch it?
You're like, yeah, I gotta watch this.
What's your problem?
I gotta watch this hour and 15-minute podcast just so I can be caught up on the lore before I watch the anime. That way I know I won't be disappointed.
Not trying to dive dive into this without knowing everything. What kind of person would do that?
Hell
So
yeah.
Not sure what we're planning next week. We're currently in the process of doing a ton of research on horror anime because it's a genre we're really passionate about, even though we said that anime horror is not the best type of horror, but whatever. So yeah, we're trying to watch some more stuff so that we can talk about it in depth, whether it's positively or negatively. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be our most intense, like a lot of notes, a lot of things we're watching in preparation for it, and all that.
Yeah, we also got a controversial podcast coming up because Scuba thinks Dragon Ball Super's 9 out of 10, and I think it's a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, he thinks it's a 5 out of 10, which real quick, I'm saying that I think I would rather him say that Dragon Ball Super was a 1 out of 10 instead of a 5, because who the fuck just says that Dragon Ball is a 5 out of 10? Yeah, I watched it all and it was just
It was well,
average.
hey man, I thought I thought
It
I
wasn't good and it wasn't bad.
it was Dragon Ball, all right, man.
Yeah, so we're gonna have that controversial debate of Dragon Ball battles and whatnot. That's coming up. I don't know. That might be next week, depending on how it goes. But I'm not gonna put anything set in stone because every time I do, we are not prepared enough when the week comes. So
Yeah.
I don't want to excite you guys for nothing. So yeah, that'll do it for us this week. Thanks for stopping by. Give us a like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, and we will catch you guys next week at 10:30 p.m.
Yeet.
See you.
See ya.